National School Choice Week is well underway across the country, and Andrew Campanella, the president of National School Choice Week, has some tips on how to choose the right school for your child and how it can change a child's future. Thanks for being on the show again, Andrew. Nice to catch up with you once again.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me back.
And we've spoken a couple times now, and so tell us why this is such an important time to get the word out about National School Choice Week.
It's an important time not only because it is National School Choice Week until January 28th, but because now is the time of year when parents really need to look at schools for their kids for the next school year if they want to make a change. That's why we're encouraging folks over and over again, use these winter months as an opportunity to look for schools.
And so while parents are looking for schools, they're doing research, they're asking questions. When it comes to asking the right questions, what do parents need to know?
Well, parents know that every child is unique and every child is different, but kids learn in different ways too. So parents need to ask themselves, is the school that my child in a welcoming place where kids feel safe and they're inspired to learn? And if you can't answer yes to that, you should start looking at other schools. Now, here are some questions you can ask when you visit another school. Number one, what's the mission of that school? Two, what instruction style does that school use? Three, what expectations does that school set for students? And number four, does the school encourage parent involvement or discourage it? And you want a school that encourages parent involvement.
So these are kind of across the board things you need to think about, but also you need to think about your child as an individual and what is the best fit for them. What have you seen happen, Andrew, when the child isn't in the right school for them?
It's really very sad. Kids are unhappy, they learn less, and no parent wants that for their children. So here are a few things that experts say you should look out for to make sure that your child is not in the wrong school. So number one would be if your child goes home every day and says they hate school but can never figure out exactly why they don't like it, might not be a good fit. Number two, if they're having a difficult time making friends and they've gotten to the point where they've given up trying to make friends at school, also not a good sign. And finally, if they're not inspired or motivated or challenged by any class, extracurricular or activity, you should probably start looking for an alternative.
And Andrew, we know the detrimental effects when a child does drop out of school. How does it also affect not only the child, but the family and the community as well?
Sure. Well, students who do not complete high school earn less money than their peers over their lifetimes by a factor of $100,000 to $200,000. They're less likely to vote. They're more likely to be arrested and imprisoned, and they're more likely to need to rely on government assistance. This impacts communities. It also impacts our economy. Every child has potential. We need to unlock that potential and allow students to achieve their dreams. We can't let that happen if students are not in the right schools.
As we wrap things up, what are ways, Andrew, that you see to keep kids from dropping out?
We need more school choice for families, and we need parents to look at their education options right now for their kids. Don't wait until summer break. Start the process now.
And where can we find more information online?
Sure, schoolchoiceweek.com.
Andrew Campanella, so great talking with you today. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you for having me.